All right, Coach. The non-conference schedule's over with, and I thought your kids played pretty tough through all three games, but kind of give us a sense of where you think your team is right now.
I'm very excited to start conference play number one and get through with the first three games. I thought it was a really good gauge of our weaknesses. I thought we found some problems. I also thought we found some bright spots. I thought that D'Angelo McCoy, sophomore linebacker, really stepped up, played well, really grew up through the first three games. Peyton Hargis, sophomore defensive end, who's really came further along than we thought he would. So then were two really good spots that we found that can compete at a high level to go along with the guys we had coming back. So defensively feel really good. Felt good about our performance last week defensively. Thought we held one of the better teams in the state of Arkansas pretty much down the whole night. We turned the ball over on offense, gave them short field, let them run one in, gave them a short field on another one, and then turned over a punt, a snap on a punt. But overall, real pleased with our defense going into week 4. Offensively, we got to get some guys healthy. That's just the bottom line right now, and hopefully we'll have Drake Friday night. As of right now, he's practiced this week, and just if we don't have any more complications before Friday night, he will play. We're closer to getting Clay back. He's not going to play this week, but he is closer to getting back, and so I feel really excited that once we get everybody back on offense, it'll be more like it was against Fayetteville. We were really good the first half against Fayetteville on offense, and we've really not been to that point since then.
Yeah, the Camden-Fairview game was kind of an odd ball game to watch too, because it felt like the score line was really not descriptive of how the game went.
Right, it's a 12-7 game. First half, it was a tale of two halves. I thought first half we should have scored some more points because we had great field position. Our defense played unbelievable in the first half. We're down 18-7, but we give them one on a scoop and score, a fumble, and then a bad snap on a punt that leads to another touchdown. So really, our defense only gave up 6 points in the first half. Felt really good coming in at halftime. If we could find any offense at all, just generate any offense, and we wasn't able to run the football, which was a concern. Going in and in the weather conditions, kind of hampered our passing game some. But what I was really proud of was our defense being able to stop the run. Something we couldn't do last year against them. They had a lot of guys back up front. Their running backs were back. Number 5, their big-time stud was back. And I thought our kids did a great job of stopping them from lining up running right at us. And we only gave up a couple big plays, one of them on 3rd and 18 down here for a touchdown. But overall, I was real pleased with that effort by our defense. Offensively, we got to find some type of running game to make us successful.
Yeah, your defensive front has played pretty well against the run so far this season. I think your secondary's played pretty well, though. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, we're just going to do a lot more. When you're experienced like we are right now, we got so many guys that's played for 3 years back there and up front. Even though some of them are juniors, they've been starting since they were 9th graders. And we can give so many different looks. And defensively, we're so far ahead of where our offense is right now because of the injuries that we can do a lot on defense where we can't on offense right now. We're very vanilla on offense. And hopefully, as the year goes on, we'll be able to get to the point where we were. I thought really in week 1 we were probably a little bit better offensively than we were defensively. But then all the injuries kind of set us back 3 weeks on that. So it was good to have Drake back at practice this week. It's good to have offensive linemen that are actually getting healthy. They're not totally healthy yet, but they're getting healthy. And then hopefully in the next 2 weeks we'll get Calais back, which will make us a whole different football team.
Well, we started 0-3 last season. Made a great run through conference play. Same situation this year, but how are your kids handling that mentally right now?
Well, I think really they feel like they should be 2-1 at the worst right now. That's just we're not. We understand that, but the way the games turned out last year, we kind of got demoralized the first 3 weeks. After the first game was a great game against Shiloh, got beat by 1 point, but after that we got beat pretty bad. Well, this year's been different. We were in every ball game going into the 4th quarter. We just couldn't get a break. It's like we're giving teams breaks. We're turning the ball over too much. And so as far as that, our kids understand where we are as a football team. We played 3 really, really good football teams. Played with them for three and a half quarters. We just can't finish a game, and we can't get that break that we need, and we got to quit turning the ball over.
You talked about a couple of players already in this interview, but if you could pick out really 1 or 2 players that have really come out of the shadows this year and kind of stepped up and really impressed you, who would they be?
Well, D'Angelo and Peyton, just because they're young guys. You really don't know what you're going to get out of young guys. I know D'Angelo played a lot last year at the end of the year, but he's grown so much since then. And then Peyton's a guy that we wasn't counting on probably midsummer. We wasn't counting on at all. We were just going to get him some reps so he could give Drake a break some. And then all of a sudden now he's one of our better players on defense. And And then you got DeQuan Daniels, who sat out all of last year, who's all over the field right now making plays. I think he had a fumble recovery the other night, a bunch of tackles, and he just brings a whole dynamic part to our defense. And then with Kendrick, the same guys that's been playing, Kendrick, LaFoy, Calix, Otis, Chris, Michael Tyler, Church, they're all playing well. So, defensively, everybody over there is playing really good. On offense right now, we've got to get something going. Darvion and Von Erich, we know they got big play capabilities. We got to get Jalen Marshall more involved. I think he can get more big plays, and then just a running back that can make something happen. And we know we got that with Calais, but Clay's not with us right now. And once we get him back, it's going to open up everything else.
What updates can you give us on injuries at this point? Like
I said, we got Drake who practiced this week. He's practiced for 2 days, and hopefully he's going to be able to go Friday night. If we don't have any setbacks between now and Friday, as long as he keeps getting better, there's no soreness, he will play. Calais' rehab's going really well. He's still a couple weeks away from being, he's out of his boot. He's actually walking around now, so that's very positive. And then Therese, who's out for the year. We got some beats and bruises, but they're getting better. That's the thing. Last week I think we went in the game with 3 linemen who had some type of injury, ankle injury or knee injury, and they just got to keep working through them, and eventually they're going to get better. And I think they have a little bit this week. Jamal's ankle's gotten better. Austin's knee is going to be just a week-to-week deal. So very excited about that as far as getting everybody back and being healthy and having a chance to be really good on offense.
Cross it this week. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know much about them. What can we expect from the Eagles?
They got a new coach. I think this is their 3rd coach in 3 years. They're improved, I think, from last year. Defense, and last year I think that they finished 5th in our conference. Gave us a good ball game over there. We turned the ball over. That's the biggest concern we have going in. We let the first 3 weeks last year drag into week 4 with the turnovers. And I don't want to do that. We've been playing quality opponents, and we got to step our game up once conference starts and not turn the ball over. Don't give teams easy chances. And they're a spread team. They're a 3-3 stack blitz team. So we got to just take care of the football and then just keep playing the way we're playing on defense. Man, we're doing a lot of good things on defense. That's a really, really big bright spot for us right now.
Well, Coach, I've been telling our viewers on Lumberjack Live every Friday, I know we're starting 0-3 right now, the way things have gone, but this is a talented football team that they need to come out and watch, and we wish you guys the best of luck. I think you got a win coming this week.
I hope so. I appreciate you.